Alright, hey, it's Matt, BlindGuysGarage. And today we're doing a video because a viewer pointed something out to me and I want to show them that they're kind of right. So here we are. As you can tell, we're working on the 496 big block stroker. We have the valve spring retainers and locks all pulled off of it, so we can measure the valve spring to retainer clearance and how much overlay we have on the retainer to the spring. So let's get over here to the workbench and I'll show you what we got going on. All right, so here's what we're doing. So as the viewer said, this spring didn't look very happy. If you can see how much retainer there is, how much spring overlay there is outside the retainer and how much the retainer moves. So now, what you're gonna do, in this case, is you'll see where I colored some paint pen right here on this outer lip. This is where the spring rides. You can actually see a little bit of scuffing, not much. But the outer lip right here where the spring rides. And you're gonna measure that. In this case, this lip right here is 0.171 inches. All right, that's simple. And then you're gonna measure the diameter here. This is how I do it anyway. It may not be the right way, but it works pretty well. You'll measure the diameter of the face of the top of the spring up here. In this case, it's 0.205. Okay, so now you know that's your overlay. If you do that math, let's do that real quick. It's 0.171 divided by, make sure I hit the divided by sign, 0.205. Boom. According to that, it's 83%. Well, all right, that would be right if we have no movement. Now let's check here. You'll see there's plenty of movement here. A lot. Actually, there's 0.046 movement. So now, let's do that. 0.171 minus 0.046 equals 125 divided by 0.205 equals 60.9%. So yes, this spring is technically in spec if you follow the 60% rule. We're not doing that today. All right, we'll toss that thing out now. Boom. So we ordered these brand new retainers. These happen to be comp cam retainers. And there you go. We're going to install it on this spring. So now I'll show you the math on it. So we still know the spring is still 0.025. In this case, this one here, overlay, the step here, is is 0.194. Pretty good overlay. Then you will subtract the amount of play in the spring, which is how much movement we have here, side to side, very minimal. In this case, it's 0.021. That's how much movement we have. Leaves us with 0.173. Then you'll divide that number, divided by 0.205 equals 84.3% overlay now. So now we'll have 80% overlay on this spring. Now, I'm sure somebody may not like the way I just did that, but it gets us really close. And like I said, let's go over it real quick. You'll measure the face of the spring, and I just used a simple set of dial calipers, 2 seconds. Okay, I use these because I can read them. Yeah, blind guys, one of those deals. Zero them out, and then we'll grab right here on the spring, and this thing's not zeroed. Zeroed out, change to there. Now let's try it again. I must have grabbed in a slight different spot. 0.026 is what I got this time. All right, and then you'll do the same thing on this guy here, except you measure the face here to here. 0.0195 is what I got right there. But still, we're going to be very close in spec. And then to measure the side to side clearance, what I do, and this is not the right way to do it, I'll take right here and I'll measure it off the side and I'll move it side to side. But in this case, we have so minimal that even if I didn't measure it, we'd be just fine. So here's where we're at. Now let's go reinstall these with our new retainers, and I'll show you also how I am going to verify that our new spring retainers will keep the valve spring at the same height, because that's also the next important thing we're going to have to worry about here. And when you're doing this, you also got to be careful that your retainers don't get in the way. There we go. Not retainers, the little flat springs, the dampener spring. So there she is, and you'll see, I mean, our overlay is very good, and we have very minimal play. I mean, it's extreme minimal. So now, let's go back to the engine and take a couple measurements on it. All right, and just to kind of show you all the normal for my life, I should have checked this, but I didn't. Let's see if we can zoom in far enough to see it. All right, so as you see, kind of pull this out. There you go. Yeah, nice little retainer. I mean, the spring and the retainer all just sits below the tip of the valve. Nice. Oh, let's come over here. Whoa. Apparently, they sent me ones for too big a valve. So now I'll have to measure the valve diameter, send these back, and order another set because they're wrong. Yep, it's always something in this world. But either way, we do know that we have the incorrect retainers, kind of. So we will be ordering a new set. And I guess I'm probably not going to bring you back waiting on it, because it'll be another 2 weeks waiting on them dang things to get here, because I had to order them directly through CompCam last time, which means I'll have to order them directly through CompCam again. So if you liked the video, like, share, comment, subscribe. Yeah, make fun of my cheap valve spring compressor. It's nice, it does work, but it is cheap. I don't even know where I got it. Somebody probably gave it to me. But like I said, if you like the content, like, share, comment, subscribe. And thank you, sir, for pointing that out. I wouldn't have rechecked it myself. So I greatly appreciate it. Have a good one. All right. Well, been about 2 weeks, and I haven't edited any videos. I've been kind of slacking. So either way, gives us plenty of time to show you what's going on with this. So on the last set, I showed you that our lock retainer, the valve fell through it. Yeah, I think we fixed that problem. The problem is we were using 7-degree locks, and these are 10-degree retainers. I did not know that. That's my fault. But here we are. So there's your valve overlay, and there's your valve overlay. So now we're going to go ahead and check this on camera real quick. We're going to hook it right here on the edge of the valve. All right, well, I'm not able to get this on camera because I can't hold the camera and do all this all at once, but basically this one's right around 1901, and this one was 1903. So, or sorry, this one was 1.901, this one's 1.93. So 300ths difference, not enough to make a difference. If anything, we gain a little bit of spring pressure. So let's finish this thing up. Like I said last time, like, share, comment, subscribe. Hope y'all enjoy. Just wanted y'all to get this update since I hadn't edited the video yet. Later.